Elgin Baylor, Biography, Stats, and Facts. Los Angeles Lakers, American professional basketball team based in Los Angeles. The Lakers are one of the most successful and popular professional franchises in all American sports. The franchise has won a combined 17 Basketball Association of America, BAA, and National Basketball Association, NBA, titles, tied in league history with their rival the Boston Celtics. The franchise that would become the Lakers was founded in 1946 as the Detroit Gems and played in the National Basketball League, NBL. The team moved to Minneapolis, Minnesota, in 1947, and its name was changed to the Lakers to reflect the Minnesota state nickname, Land of 10,000 Lakes. That same year the Lakers acquired George Mikan, who became professional basketball's first dominant big man and the first in a series of great Laker centers. The Lakers joined the BA, the official precursor of the NBA, for the 1948-49 season and won the final BA championship. The NBA was formed in 1949, and Mikan and the Lakers, which also featured future Hall of Famers Jim Pollard, Slater Martin, Vern Mickelson, and, from 1953, Clyde Lovellette, won 4 of the first 5 league titles, establishing professional basketball's first dynasty. Attendance at Lakers games fell after Mikan's retirement in 1956, and the team moved to Los Angeles before the 1960-61 season. The Lakers advanced to the NBA Finals 6 times in the 1960s but lost to the Celtics in each appearance despite the presence of all-time greats Elgin Baylor and Jerry West, who would later assemble a number of Lakers championship teams as the team's general manager. During the 1971-72 season, however, the Lakers, led by West, Gail Goodrich, and Wilt Chamberlain, set NBA records for longest winning streak, 33 games, and best regular season record, 69-13, broken in the 1995-96 season by the Chicago Bulls, on their way to the NBA championship, the team's first title since relocating to Los Angeles. The Lakers again reached the finals in 1972-73 but lost to the New York Knicks. After that season Chamberlain retired, and the team's fortunes took a turn for the worse as the Lakers missed the playoffs in consecutive seasons for the first time in franchise history in 1974-75 and 1975-76. The Lakers entered the most dominant period in their franchise history when they selected Magic Johnson in the first overall pick of the 1979 NBA draft. Johnson teamed with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and, from 1982, James Worthy to take the Lakers to 8 appearances in the NBA Finals over the following decade, resulting in 5 NBA championships, 1980, 1982, 1985, 1987, and 1988. This era became known as Showtime, not only for the flamboyant, often spectacular playing style orchestrated by Johnson and polished head coach Pat Riley but also for the courtside presence of Hollywood stars, most notably Jack Nicholson. Additionally, the renewed Lakers-Celtics rivalry, the two teams facing off for the NBA title in 1984, 1985, and 1987 and, more specifically, Johnson's battles with Boston's Larry Bird, propelled the NBA to new levels of popularity in the 1980s. After Abdul-Jabbar's retirement in 1989 and Johnson's in 1991, the Lakers' fortunes took a turn for the worse. The team still regularly made the playoffs. The Lakers missed postseason play only 5 times in the team's first 60 seasons, but failed to advance to the NBA Finals for the longest period of time in team history. That changed during the 1999-2000 season, however, when newly hired head coach Phil Jackson guided the Lakers, featuring Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant, to the first of 3 consecutive titles. O'Neal was traded away in 2004, but a reconfigured Laker team with Bryant as the focal point advanced to the 2008 NBA Finals, which they lost to Boston in 6 games. The Lakers returned to the finals the following season, where they routed the Orlando Magic in 5 games to capture the franchise's 15th championship. In the 2009-10 season, the Lakers made their third consecutive finals appearance, where they defeated the Celtics in a dramatic 7-game series. The Lakers then entered a period of a relative lack of success, which reached its nadir in 2012-13. The team added perennial All-Stars Steve Nash and Dwight Howard in the preseason and was considered one of the favorites to win the championship, but it muddled through an inconsistent and injury-plagued campaign that ended with the teams being swept out of the playoffs in the first round. Howard left in free agency in the off-season, and Bryant and Nash both missed most of the next season with injuries, which greatly contributed to the Lakers posting a losing record in 2013-14. Bryant missed much of the following season with another injury, and the Lakers struggled to a 21-61 record. The team was even worse in 2015-16, going a franchise-worst 17-65 in Bryant's final season before his retirement. The team's record improved by 9 wins in 2016-17, but the extension of the Lakers' franchise record playoff drought to 4 seasons led to a front office shakeup, which included Magic Johnson's taking over as the team's president of basketball operations. Johnson helped lure superstar free agent LeBron James to the Lakers during the 2018 offseason, but the team failed to significantly improve, and Johnson abruptly resigned at the end of the 2018-19 season. The following season was tumultuous. In January 2020, Bryant was among those killed in a helicopter crash, and less than 2 months later the NBA suspended play due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In July the season resumed, but with a shortened schedule and the players largely isolated in a bubble. Backed by the stellar play of James, who was named the Finals MVP, the Lakers ultimately defeated the Miami Heat to win the NBA championship.